edges of the void. But this one is special. It's the place where my throat was cut 4,000 years ago. This is where my life ended, and where it began again. It's where they made me.
This part of the void feels older.
Right up until the end, I thought I'd find a way to escape. I fought, but the ropes only cut my skin, so I went limp. And then the knife touched my throat, and I knew I'd waited too long. The blood ran out, and I became a god. Now you know Delilah's secret. At the end of her days, she drifted through the void and should have been lost forever. But her will and cunning are second to none. She found this place, the island in the void where I became what I am. It changed her, and she discovered a way to draw from it, tapping into the power here.
And it was Dalt's fault.
Delilah is a part of me now, and I don't like it.
I wouldn't either. Delilah's a ritual.
You have to give Delilah credit. She tore out a piece of herself and hid it away, inside a thing made of bones. She's made herself immortal. If you want to kill Delilah, you're going to have to find her spirit and give it back to her. Reaching it won't be easy, but what comes after that might be the hardest thing you will ever have to do.
What do I have to do?
The world is full of secrets.
That was interesting. Alright then.
Alright. Back to the skiff. Sokolov should be waiting.
Well, no, Jinslow, Jinslow, what the hell is Jinslow? No, Jindosh, lock. What's changed because of this?
Why'd they slow down flow 4? Did Marco say? Apparently the
Interesting.
committee made a request. Dust was pissing down.
Can I still go back?
At least Stilton listens to them.
No, I can't.
They're the Grand Guard.
Ooh, there's more
The
stuff.
Duke is rotten and it spreads out from there. But Airman
And I
Stilton
can't go
is a
back
good man.
there.
I'll tell him you said.
New rune. It's probably in here.
We get approval for the new ventilation shaft. It'll mark a real victory. More air.
I wonder if we can go to the black market now because everything's changed.
Someone who actually understands what it's like to work.
So Aramis is pretty good now. He's doing awards. That's nice.
I've heard that Stilton agreed to a meeting. The woman had.
Oh yes, I've missed my ability to blink. Wish I had it in that mission, but okay. It's kind of understandable. Delilah was using that place to break through the void. So the void's all broken, which means powers don't really work there anymore.
Never seen her carrying a pick or a shovel. There's a rumor that she was in love with a miner, someone who died in an accident. They say his body's still under the mountain, buried in silver.
I think Lucia Pastor just has a good heart. Strong.
Maybe no one will even notice, but things have changed here for the better.
Are you sure it's for the better?
I won't complain. Stilton's not a bad man.
I need to find a way
Everything could be lot
into
worse without him
there.
running the mines.
But where from? Maybe it's down here. Yeah, I think it is actually. Yep, here it is. Anton Sokolov's down here. But I don't want to go to him just yet. I want to go to the black market. If I can. Is there a black market around here?
I don't think it's supposed to fester like that. Well, a little pus is all right, but this?
This is the Duke of Sarkophas.
I think I heard something.
While all the prominent city leaders attended the most...
Lucia Pastor, right? You deserve thanks for helping the people here.
Considering who you are, I don't know whether to feel honored that you recognize me, or to yell at you for propping up the Duke while he's shitting all over Sarkonos.
And who do you think I am?
I'm not stupid. Whether the newspapers and the posters in the street are right or wrong, I know who you are. And I hope you're here to end Luca Abella's tyranny.
Oh.
Either way, we haven't been sitting around waiting for you to clean up your mess.
Sounds like you have a plan.
No, nothing that solid. Not yet. But I believe the Duke will fall, eventually. All I can say is that when you reach the Grand Palace, just be aware that not everyone there is your enemy. Trust your judgment.
All right. I'll remember that.
Anyway, good luck. There's still a chance to make something new here in Karnaca. Something that serves everyone, not just some rapacious bastard with a title.
Okay then. Well, I need a black marketplace. Is there a black marketplace? Because I'm gonna assume not. Oop. Yeah, I'm... Well, I'm not dead. Fuck.
What is wrong with this city? There's always so much to do. So little time to think.
Yeah, I bet. Anyway, I'm just
Who's
gonna go
there?
off to Sokolov.
Your face is covered. As a grand guard.
What's coming to him, Megan?
Hey, Sokolov.
You're back. That was quick. Sorry I couldn't take you to see Stilton myself. But I guess you found the place. Years back, Stilton was always quiet about the Duke. I never figured out just why. Lucky for the miners,
It must have been
Aramis
strange
Stilton
for
does
you
all
to
he
be back
can
here,
against the
Corvo.
Duke's destructive
Changed by
ways.
time, yet still the same. Are you ready to leave? The dust is wreaking havoc on my throat.
Yeah, I'm ready. Let's go.
Yes. I paid a visit to Vice Overseer Byrne. At least I think I did. And I've been to Stilton's house.
Okay, we got Ghost and we got Merciful. What did we miss? There were no outsider shrines. We missed 4 bone charms, 2 runes. We got most of the money. Wow. Wow. We missed 2 paintings. We missed a blueprint. I don't really care. What was the blueprint we missed? I'd like to at least know that. Just so I can either feel really bad or feel very good. The blueprint that we missed is firing chamber pivot. I don't know what that is, but it sounds like it's in cinder bolts kind of thing. But so I don't really care about that. Temporal investigator reached the study without the door code, and a mind made whole saved Aramis Stilton from seeing beyond the void. Okay, let's continue. Dreadful Whale, you've eliminated most of Duke Luca Bell's key accomplices. Talk to your allies about the Duke before departing for the Grand Palace. Okay then.
Duke Luca Abel tore down the original palace in Karnaca, where his father once pinned a medal to my chest. Over the ruins, the Duke built a structure that cost enough to feed everyone in Sarkonos for years. A sprawling estate to humble all others, a monument to his ego. I owe it to the people of my homeland to make this right. In Dunwall, we were content to look the other way as long as the silver kept flowing. I've got to get inside the Grand Palace, deal with the Duke, and find a way to steal Delilah's soul.
I feel it. This is my last night. Soon, I'll dissolve into the great nothing.
You deserve peace, my love.
I've stayed too long. Find Delilah's spirit. Trap her with this cage of dead flesh. Set me free.
I don't understand.
You will, very soon.
Okay, that was interesting. Answer from the Mayhew family. Lord Attano, we are devastated since our Alexi's death, but we found some comfort knowing that you managed to escape and that there may be hope for Dunwall and our Empress. Thank you for your kind words. We're ashamed to say that we won't wait for your return though. One morning all the bread in Gideon's bakery was turned to ashes, and on another, the wool yarns on my haberdasher ship were full of snails and slugs, and there's a curse on the city. I'm not even talking about the Hatter gang, who now rules over our streets. Anyway, we're returning to our old home in Potterstead, where Alexi grew up. Good luck to you. Paulina Mayer. Alright then. As you wish. Royal Conservatory, Dust District. Brianna Ashworth and Delilah were infiltrating the minds of the sisters and the oracular order, influencing the visions they see. They sent to the High Overseer, and through him all the Abbey faithful across the Empire. But I need to put a stop to that. I mean. I will admit I'm impressed by Delilah's delusions of grandeur. Is she dreaming of being worshipped the way some occultists worship the outsider? I'm worried about what I'll find. God, my mum and people just talk way too loud sometimes. I must admit I'm impressed by Delilah's delusions of Guardia. Is she dreaming of being worshipped by some occultists worship the outsider? The way some occultists worship the outsider. I'm worried about what I'll find back at Dunwall. I hope Emily's alright. I love how we left Emily there. Anyway, Ashworth is no longer a witch. The connections to void magic is broken, and hopefully now Delilah's coven Karnaca will be broken. I also learned that Ashworth organized some kind of silence for Delilah 3 years ago. I'm getting close to understanding Delilah's immortality. To understand Delilah's immortality, it happened in the manner of a mind baron named Amos Stilton. I'll pay him a visit. Megan Foxer admitted that she knew Brianna Ashworth from years back. Ashworth, who's been part of Delilah's coven for witches for a long time. I can't quite put it all together, but there's something I've noticed Megan won't let me in the eye. I want to trust her, and I'm grateful for her help, but do I really know anything about her? Can't sleep. My father died when I was so young, and I hated him for it. Of all the things, a lumber accident. It seemed like a foolish end. I could never forgive him. I hated him for leaving me without a father. As if it were the worst thing in the world. Now I know better. It's taken all this time to understand. It's so much worse to lose a child. Emily, I'm coming for you. No matter what, I will come for you. Well then, that was a little trouble, but still. Curio note from Megan. There's a message for you on the table. A contact from Bethesda dropped it off, thinking I might know you. Yeah, I already got it, don't worry. Unless you mean something else.
Aristocratic boss, living in a palace and sucking the marrow out of the same people who built it.
Yes, I regret my affiliation with the young Duke, but his father and I were close. It was my hope that Luca would eventually
Peoples?
grow up and learn that his actions as ruler of Serkonos
you?
have very real
Is that Namus
consequences.
Stilton?
He could always count on the backing of Dunwall's finances and navy. Maybe without that, he would have developed a healthy respect for the people of Serkonos. Fear of the executioner's block has been a fine motivator for many a ruler.
Once the Duke falls, it's my hope that we can build something better here. Something more representative and inclusive.
Alright then. Note from Paolo. Don't worry, one of my people watched you for a while, but it means nothing to us whoever you are. You won't hear from me again, but you did a Hal as a favor, coming in and getting rid of the Vice Overseer. Those Abbey pricks were out for my blood. Now with Burn shuffled off, anything's possible here in Karnaca. A city run by the people of the alleys, the waterfront streets, the mines, not like under the Duke, where only the palace-born get a share of the good stuff. Anyway, I don't know whose side you're on, and I don't care, but I wanted to give you a little something for your trouble anyway. What did you give me? That's a sexy pic.
I guess Duke Bell felt alright tearing down the old palace. I have fond memories of that place.
What did Paolo give me? I don't understand. Okay then. Hi.
Are you ready for this?
A little.
I've broken into palaces before. They're made to keep out armies. Stopping a single man who's dedicated to his cause, that's another story altogether.
Getting inside might not be the hard part. The Duke doesn't exactly run a tight ship.
Taking down Duke Abel is only part of the puzzle. You've also got to find whatever it is he's keeping for Delilah.
You were cryptic about what you gleaned from visiting the Dust District, which is fine. The world is better with a hint of mystery. But once you're inside the Grand Palace, whatever you do could affect things in Karnaca for years to come. Remember that.
I've got a map of the Grand Palace for you, and I know something that may be useful. There's a hidden lever in the pantry that opens a passage to the Duke's vault. If he's keeping anything precious for Delilah, I suspect that's where it'll be. Beyond that, good hunting.
I'll see what I can do. I know things in Karnaca are fragile. Emily and I have a lot to think about after all this is done.